Today I'm gonna read something from a book that I have received from my sponsor. This is it. People like me. Grapevine. People like us. Manic of thirst, drinking, slurring, falling down, blacking out. She was all in a hall of mirrors, with no way out. I was born into a riddle. Something was terribly wrong in my world. But the solution, I would eventually find alcohol would nearly kill me. I recall when I turned 8 years old thinking, wow, I'm getting old. I recall, I'm going to die. I can't imagine making it to 18. And what is death anyway? Nothingness. A macabre self-obsession hit me. I was sure I had tumor somewhere that would lead me to my untimely tragic death. Everyone would be sorry for me. So, I reached for a drink at the age of 8, but recoiled from the taste of hard liquor. I turned to other addictive behaviors: kleptomania, binge eating, smoking. These activities were okay, but by age 11 I had found that cold beer was more palatable. By the way, I don't drink. Alcohol gave me what I would recall a real imitation of a real spiritual experience. When I was drinking, I understood the word serenity and I knew peace. I could manage situations that used to baffle me because alcohol did for me what I could not do for myself. It let me out of my cage of self-centered fear. The progression of my alcoholism is easy to trace in retrospect. The spiritual experience lessened steadily and was overtaken by raw composition and obsession. In the financial world, you might call alcohol an asset that delivers diminishing returns, but I simply could not drink. I was fooled and confused by how drinking more always seemed to be my only choice. I became a falling down, slurring, black out drunk. Yeah, at times I could be walking around in a blackout, acting perfectly normal according to others, which I found scarier. Falling in a bar one night, I screamed that I would sue the owner. My falling had to be someone else's fault after all. And I recall clearly and calmly thinking how much more validity I might have if I could just scream this without slurring. Later, I found myself struggling to fit my key in the lock of my apartment building. I'm not slurring, by the way, just tired. Whew. Later, it's getting deeper. Later, I found myself struggling to fit my key in the lock of my apartment building, cursing lockmakers for making keys. By the way, the keys. That's an interesting thing. The keys and the locks, lock and key. Hey guys, did you watch that show, Lock and Key? I personally would not recommend it, but yeah, it's like a binge worthy, not so much, but you can watch it like if you want to. Cursing lockmakers for making keys and locks so small that you could not operate them when you are blind, drunk. That was when I realized I was not in my building. Looks like she got